Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game. This is going to be a game between Lin Guagua and Chaemiko taking place here on Last Refuge. Let's go ahead and jump right into this game here. Lin Guagua spawning as the orange orc player on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Gonna go to 8 times speed, opening things up with Blade Master Grunts, I believe, based on the timing. No, Farseer Grunts. Meanwhile, Chaemiko opening things up with Mountain King first. All right. 2-minute mark quickly approaching as we will be looking at the Footman and Mountain King looking to do a bunch of creeping alongside some militia. Eagle-eyed viewers will notice that I am not streaming on Twitch right now just because sometimes I get distracted and sometimes it is just in the middle of the day and I don't know if I need to pause this cast at any given point, making it for a rather bad Twitch stream. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Mountain King looking to go after this Rock Golem creep camp. Meanwhile, the Farseer is here, ready to do a bit of harassment, and here we are into that engagement now. Who's going to get the experience? That is the key question there. Mountain King wanting to get that last hit there, does get the last hit, gets to level 2, and, going after that, we'll see what's going to be happening with that Farseer. Mountain King now with Devotion Aura, giving a little bit of longevity to all of those other units, and also has, importantly, that Forest Troll Shadow Priest who can benefit from that additional armor. Now, Mountain King going to go ahead and try and go after that unit there. Forest Troll Shadow Priest trying to stay alive. Mountain King could go for a Stormbolt onto the Farseer to try and keep that unit alive right there. Is it going to work? Grunt going to try and sneak on in, but no, unable to make it inside. All right, Bash. No lucky Bash there for that Mountain King. Mountain King now looking to retreat back. Does have maximum mana. Does not have an Arcane Vault. And that Forest Troll Shadow Priest natural mana regeneration simply will not be enough. All right, Mountain King looking to perhaps get some pressure onto those Spirit Wolves and that Grunt, as the tech to Tier 2 has already begun. And now we are transitioning perhaps into Headhunters, also establishing up a Voodoo Lounge. Lin Guagua using a Farseer Grunt strategy to put pressure on his opponent, meanwhile not being able to do a lot of creeping on his own. Those Spirit Wolves are deep inside lines now. Are we going to see them getting taken down or just perhaps resummoned here? There goes one taken down. Meanwhile, the Farseer using that Grunt to absorb a bit of damage, now going to summon in some Spirit Wolves and do some creeping of his own. Low hit point Footman off to the side here. Perhaps going to try to finish off the remainder of this creep camp. Are we going to get a second Forest Troll Shadow Priest? That is the question. Quickly went over there, saw, got a Forest Troll Berserker, and in comes the Illusion and a Murloc now running its way in as well. All right, Tome of Strength. I believe that was dual Tomes of Strength right there. That Mountain King now significantly stronger as the Illusion just still wandering about nicely. Mountain King going to go after this Ogre Magi creep camp here. The Militia have very little left on their timed life. And once, this expansion gets cleared up, those Militia will be able to, build a very, very strong expansion here. Mountain King already at level 3 with level 2 Stormbolt. That is going to be perhaps important there, trying to finish off more of these units as the Murlocs are quickly trying to scamper back to their creep camp. All right, great job by Lin Guagua, making sure to constantly pull over these Murlocs to inflict more damage just by using illusions, and therefore being able to set up and get a Farseer to level 2 while doing a bit of creeping himself. Low hit point. Nope, that's not a low hit point Grunt. There should be a low hit point Grunt somewhere, unless it got taken down. That Grunt may have actually been taken down by creeps, as that Grunt was there to just absorb damage, allowing the Headhunters and the Farseer to shake some of that off. All right, Forest Troll High Priest going to get picked off here. Meanwhile, off to the north, an Illusion is scouting out the expansion as it is being built. Mountain King comfortably sitting at 3 Claws of Attack +5. Tech to Tier 2 has not been started for Chaemiko. Meanwhile, Lin Guagua already well on his way in Tier 2, setting up a bestiary, perhaps for some raiders and, to, try and stop this expansion off to the north. Well, Footman now looking to retreat back. Staff of teleportation inbound, and that is two very low hit point Footmen right there that are going to be easy targets. Beautifully played by Lin Guagua, feeding up some easy experience. There goes one. Another one should get taken down. Is he going to get tripped up by the pig? No, he is not, as the last final shot takes it down there. Stormbolt, however, onto the Farseer. This could be very bad news, as the Farseer now could be in trouble. Mountain King going to try and give chase. Stormbolt will most likely get interrupted by a Scroll of Town Portal, and, well, Farseer able to get away, but damage was already done. Tauren Chieftain down to the south side here. Farseer taking down two Footmen early on. That is, even though it did cost a Scroll of Town Portal, the Farseer got a bit of experience, and now, well, Chaemiko is going to have a little bit more of a difficult time trying to do any more creeping. He's lost two of his frontline units who normally would have been healed up very nicely, as we're getting into a second barracks, perhaps for riflemen. All right, Blacksmith is already being done there. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest going straight after that Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi going to get taken down. Wand of Mana Stealing going to be picked up. Level 2 Bash now underway to get in those occasional stuns and hits in. All right, Forest Troll Trapper taking quite a bit of damage. That's going to get taken down. Forest Troll Shadow Priest trying to abolish magic those wolves. Getting denied. Beautiful deny by the Dire Wolf there, attacking his brother in order to deny that bit of experience. I guess it's the spiritual brother. Tauren Chieftain now going after the 5/3/3 creep camp will get to level 3 as well. And with that the dual level 3 orc heroes on one base going up against a single hero trying to get up that second hero as well. Great Hall already under construction here. We're looking at, well, perhaps a peon going to be setting up an orc burrow or even a watchtower to try and protect this location. Fortified armor already done for the burrows, so those reinforced defenses going to definitely help, as that Mountain King comes in and comes in big with a Thunderclap. Level 2 Thunderclap, big damage right there. Wand of Mana Stealing trying to come back around. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. There's another Thunderclap as well, but Scroll of Speed is going to counteract that slow effect, as the Scroll of Town Portal quickly being used in order to get out of that dangerous situation. Beautiful use of that Chain Lightning, but doesn't finish off any of the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Unfortunately for Chaemiko, he does not have an Arcane Vault here, and even if he did, well, Lin Guagua already putting in the pressure. Coming back around, Arcane Vault trying to be added. Griffin Aviaries getting built as well. Speed build those Griffin Aviaries, trying to get into position here. Meanwhile, Chain Lightning gonna bounce around, finding one Forest Troll Shadow Priest, and now the Altar of Kings under repair and under destruction, as the Mountain King just is waiting for his brother in arms to come out. This could be a little bit of a problem. Tauren Chieftain gonna come in with the stomp, and with the stomp down, and those peasants not being able to repair, that Altar of Kings will end up falling. Mountain King unable to get a Stormbolt off onto that Tauren Chieftain. If he had done that, perhaps would have been able to buy enough time. And Lin Guagua is definitely in the driver's seat of this game now, especially with this Great Hall now nearing completion, to trying to rebuild that economic advantage. And by rebuild, I really mean stabilize the economy. 41 supply compared to 37. Chaemiko is sitting on 1,600 gold, though. He has gold, but has no way to easily spend it, as we are going into Dragonhawk Riders. Dual Dragonhawk Riders trying to be trained up. An Altar of Kings being built inside the base here. Raiders getting in a bit of damage as well, and it looks as though the pillage is working beautifully for Lin Guagua. Lin Guagua, well, taking down every building and, well, getting in a bit of gold, and he knows that by just constantly attacking these buildings, as long as he's trading efficiently, he'll be doing absolutely fine. Arcane Tower getting in a little bit of damage here. Mountain King, well, Clarity Potion. If an Ensnare went down, yeah, that Clarity Potion will be coming to an end. But that does mean that the Dragonhawk Riders are able to engage now easily. Another barracks taken down. And we're looking at, well, 2-base orc going against 2-base human. But, well, how is Chaemiko going to respond? There is another ensnare there. There's a potion of lust, or a potion of mana. Thunderclap slowing down the majority of units, and that is a lot of damage getting racked up there. All right, Grunt about to get taken down to 73 hit points. Altar of Kings lost once more. Mountain King actually getting very close to level 5 because he is a solo hero. And I guess a fortunate consequence of going solo Mountain King is that Mountain King is getting a 15% experience boost, which means that Mountain King is going to get to level 5 very, very quickly. Or was that denied? It looked like it was denied right there, but still the Mountain King able to get to level 5. Level 5 Mountain King with level 3 Thunderclap trying to chase after all of these targets. No easy way to slow down these units, though, as the Tauren Chieftain with that Endurance Aura able to, well, move quickly across this map. Tauren Chieftain, Endurance Aura, and Devotion Staff of Teleportation as the Farseer retreats all the way back. All right. We're looking at both sides sitting at tier 2. However, Lin Guagua is going into tier 3, and now Chaemiko is trying to rebuild everything he can. Burrow, well, is going to be fairly resistant to that piercing damage with that fortified armor. Mountain King now making a play perhaps back over No Cloud that I see being researched, as the Mountain King may be able to get off a Thunderclap. No, Stormbolt onto a Kodo Beast. There's a Thunderclap, and that is some massive damage there. Chain Lightning bouncing around. Dragonhawk Riders do not have that many hit points as one Kodo Beast gets taken down there. Dragonhawk Riders trying to finish off more units. Headhunters trying to retreat away. Mountain King trying to land a slow clap onto all of those lower hit point units as the Dragonhawk Riders take to the skies and, well, is making it difficult for any sort of engagement. The Dragonhawk, or the Headhunters, want to engage against the Dragonhawk Riders, but the Mountain King's Thunderclap just poses too big of a threat, slowing them down and also dealing about half of their total health in damage. Or more than half of their total. Well, 7, 140, 210. Yeah, 210 compared to a 375 hit point Headhunter. Suddenly, all of those slower attacking, low hit point Headhunters look like easy targets for the Dragonhawk Riders. 65 supply compared to 53. Economic or army size advantage still belongs to Chaemiko, as we are looking at tier 3 completed, and now the Berserker upgrade being added. That Berserker upgrade will be an important 100 additional hit points for those Berserkers, as we now look at the Raiders looking to charge on inside and take down these farms and, well, perhaps do a little bit more pillaging. All right. Raiders doing their thing. However, Mountain King now coming in across from the side. Paladin joining in on the battle as well. Mountain King leading the charge. Has a potion of mana. There goes an ensnare. Stormbolt going to go down onto the Raider. But that Raider is just going to shake it off even after 200 hit points of damage as the Mountain King, well, gets ensnared again. Plenty of Raiders to slow down the effect here as hit and run tactics. Oh, a sacrificial Grunt walking back in order to create a little bit of separation and distance. Nicely done there. Normally what another player might do, well, Mountain King gonna go in, initiate with perhaps a Thunderclap, and then perhaps try and back away as the Raiders are gonna catch this and perhaps catch this potential Creepjack. All right, this is a bad spot to be in. Chaemiko getting greedy and getting punished for it. Now as we see a Stomp go down, Mountain King absorbing quite a bit of damage, gonna try and retreat back. Does have a couple of heals. Dragonhawk Riders getting distressed by Bat Riders there as they are now, well, dangerously low on hit points. Farseer wants to land a Chain Lightning across all of those units. Meanwhile, Mountain King gets in a massive Thunderclap across multiple Orc units. So much low damage, and there's some more, well, Dragonhawk Riders. Chain Lightning bouncing things around, and another Dragonhawk Rider falls. All right, crazy engagement on both sides. Lin Guagua now taking the supply lead for the first time in a long time, and now still has a experience level advantage. Level 4 on that Farseer. Level 2 Chain Lightning will, well, work quite a bit of magic against all of those Dragonhawk Riders, as the Bat Riders will soften them up, allowing the Chain Lightning to bounce around and finish them off. More Bat Riders getting trained in here. Once again, Fortress sitting at 60 over 62 supply. This outpost still looking very good. And well, no real sign of who is going to win in the end. A third Griffin Aviary being added. An interesting point to note: Chaemiko does not have barracks, meaning he will not be able to research that animal war training until that is constructed. All right, keep nearly done with that upgrade here. The Bat Riders going after these targets here. Healthstone going to get picked up by that Tauren Chieftain, giving him much more longevity and being able to dive into those frontline positions with that very, very dangerous stomp. Paladin now sitting at level 2 himself, and now looking with Endurance Aura as well. So we have Devotion Aura and Endurance Aura for both sides of the field, as the Mountain King does have that Lion Horn of Stormwind. All right, continuing to fight both sides here. And at this point, I might actually give the Devotion Aura to the Paladin to make it look as though he actually has Devotion Aura, and then perhaps he will get targeted and then be able to use that Divine Shield. Anything where you can kind of trick your opponent into making a misplay is always a good idea. Stormbolt going down, Scroll of Town Portal, Bat Riders trying to go after those Dragonhawk Riders. There goes one, there goes two. Multiple Dragonhawk Riders taken down right there. 58 supply compared to 60. Only a Chain Lightning would have been better, as that Chain Lightning would have opened things up to actually gain a bit more experience and not actually lose any Troll Bat Riders. Troll Bat Riders now going after these ground target here once more. We are looking at a watchtower being built at the 10 o'clock position, but it looks as though that will be quickly scouted out by a peon, as everyone wants to... Well, it's like trying to colonize the moon. Everyone just trying to post a little watchtower, scout tower in position there. But I think there's an international treaty saying that you can't colonize the moon, even though... All right, yeah. Coming back through, Great Hall, tiny Great Hall, setting up an expansion here at already the 4 o'clock position very easily. And Lin Guagua is going to take the expansion and the gold advantage here at the 18-minute mark of the game. 3 more minutes left of mining at the main bases. Gargantuan Sea Turtle going to get finished off. Tauren Chieftain will be a little bit shy of level 5 and that level 3 Stomp. Farseer is actually further behind, as Lin Guagua knows the importance of that level 5 Tauren Chieftain more than that level 5 Farseer, even though I think Chain Lightning has been quite an effective display of power to deter the Dragonhawk Riders and the Griffins from diving in too much. I gotta remember the camera's coming this way, so I need to draw the camera this way if I need a... Allergies. 70 over 78 supply, 72 over 83. And this is still a very close game that anyone can take. Hero advantage belongs to Lin Guagua. Air superiority, but does it really matter if you have air superiority and nothing else? There goes a peon right there as the Mountain King, well, sitting at level 5. Paladin sitting at level 3 now, and... well, getting to level 4 would be a pretty big deal with that extended Divine Shield. Also, Blood Mage as that third and final hero, and the Blood Mage has turned really from a support hero when I first saw him back in 2003 into a support hero, but a very aggressive support hero. It allows for very interesting plays as you're able to siphon mana away from your opponent and deny them their powerful spells while boosting up your own. Very different overall, as the Dragonhawk or the Bat Riders now ready to lead the charge here. 79 supply compared to 79. Tauren Chieftain is invisible and looking to, well, land a well-timed stomp. Well, how do you counter stomp from a Tauren Chieftain? You make sure there's no feet on the ground, and all the feet, well... And there's, what, claws in the air, I guess, so to speak, as the Mountain King in the look to engage here. Troll Bat Riders may land straight up on top of all of those targets, and here we go, and that is a massive amount of damage already being done. Mountain King needs to get up into this position, land a Thunderclap, slow things down. Tauren Chieftain throws it down a Stomp as well. Chain Lightning going back and forth, and this is exactly how I thought things would go, as the Mountain King goes in for another Thunderclap. No more Scrolls of Healing, as the Mountain King wants to finish off many more of these units. Another Thunderclap another 3 seconds needed. Potion of mana right there. There's another Thunderclap. Stormbolt going to try to finish things off, and well, doing a great job still. All right, another Thunderclaps could be in order, trying to separate problems. 56 supply compared to 55, and 3 Berserkers getting taken down right there as the Troll Bat Riders are all getting frozen in place. All right, Blood Mage getting taken down. Farseer going to get taken down as the level 5 Farseer falls, as the Paladin still needs to wander around. Mountain King still in a little bit of an okay position, trying to finish off more units as we are looking at a level 6 Mountain King now. Level 6 Mountain King going after more of those units. There goes a Grunt. 43 supply compared to 46, and this was an absolute bloodbath. Every unit under the sun taking so much damage as the Raiders are trying to retreat away. All right, there goes a Troll Bat Rider trying to dive in on the Griffin Rider. Troll Dragonhawk Rider going to get finished off. Mountain King now sitting at level 6, as well as the Tauren Chieftain gets the 6 and has Resurrection. All right. Some big damage right there. Mountain King going up against the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain, what he really needs now is that Orb of Lightning to be able to attack those Griffin Riders, as the Griffins are attempting to take down those Grunts. Mountain King, doesn't want to take down the Tauren Chieftain, because if he gets knocked down, he'll just get back up again with no real problems. More Griffins are getting trained up off of the triple Griffin Aviary, and we are now at 2 bases to 1. As Chaemiko's main gold mine has been shut down. All right, getting to level 6 on that Tauren Chieftain, absolutely huge. Mountain King, Siphon Mana, Troll Bat Riders finding that target. We're looking at level 3 armor upgrades on those Griffin Riders, in addition to Devotion Aura, in addition to a Scroll of Protection that was used earlier, and still those Troll Bat Riders were able to flood and swarm out those targets. Expansion gold mines are starting to run low, very low. Chaemiko down to 1 minute of mining left at the expansion, and that could potentially be the problem. All right, Voodoo Lounge quickly going to get destroyed here. Militia now being called over as well, and here we are going into an engagement. Troll Bat Rider, Burrow attempting to take down this Griffin Rider here. Mountain King should really be, going out. Ooh, Troll Bat Rider getting a Stormbolt to the face, as the Stormbolt to the face finishes it off pretty quickly, trying to finish those Troll Bat Riders before they're able to dive on in, and there goes another dive once more. More Siphon Mana, that high ground advantage, causing a little bit of problems, as level 5 now on the Paladin for that important level 3 Holy Light. Blood Mage still watching the front door here as the Troll Berserker is trying to get into position. Mountain King, as we are going to see, are we going to see a Thunderclap? No, we don't see a Thunderclap. Tauren Chieftain trying to land down a stomp, and where are all of the units going? Great Hall going to get taken down here. Troll Bat Riders trying to find their targets. All of those units are trying to split. Their Scroll of Protection being used. 1 or 2 more points of damage, all that's needed as the Peasants get in that final shot. Chain Lightning bouncing around. Level 2 now on the Blood Mage. And this battle is still going on strong. All right, Farseer surrounded by Peasants. Farseer getting taken, or able to break free from that surround, as the Mountain King could be in trouble. Has a Potion of Invulnerability and Healing. There's the Holy Light, though, as the Mountain King still trying to catch up to that target. Finishes off the Farseer. Blood Mage now trying to retreat back out. He's going to be in trouble. He needs a Holy Light. He finds a Holy Light, as the Paladin still getting in a bit more mana. All right, Griffins still taking to the skies, and now it is 1 base play to 0. Remember that northern base has been cleared out. And what is this? This watchtower, this guard tower, it needs to be repaired. Otherwise, this watchtower is going to be in a better position. More repairs are going to be necessary. Coming back down to the south side here, Blood Mage gets healed up again as the Tauren Chieftain with that invulnerability. There's a Potion of Mana. There's a Stormbolt. Holy Light could be inbound. Yes, another Holy Light inbound there as the Tauren Chieftain gets in another stun. All right, Tauren Chieftain maybe down for the count. Is he going to get back up? Tauren Chieftain now back out. Going to go ahead. Tries to get a Stormbolt off to be able to siphon mana. Unable to do so. That would have been the perfect timing. Getting the Stormbolt off. Mountain King was actually a little bit too close, allowing the Tauren Chieftain to get in the stomp and stun him first. The Blood Mage was already in line to try and drain more mana as we are getting into position. 49 supply compared to 42. The Watchtower is up and operational on that 10 o'clock spot. All right, Stormbolt. Are we trying to finish things off? Troll Bat Rider is going to take down a couple. There goes 1 Griffin Rider, but I believe 3 Bat Riders were lost in the process. Orc Burrows gonna try and protect a little bit once more. Here we are, Paladin with plenty of mana for those holy lights, as those low hit point griffins need to be healed up easily. All right, Mountain King trying to take down this Altar of Storms before the Altar of Storms gets up and running and being able to resurrect, and in comes a Tauren Chieftain from behind. How much damage can be done here? A neutral Bat Rider is on target, gonna try and finish things off. There's a Holy Light to save, as the Altar of Storms is about to fall, but never falls there. Surprisingly no Staff of Sanctuary to save all of these griffins, as the targets have been constantly going through, as now the Paladin and the Blood Mage were stunned, taking down that Blood Mage at level 2. Both sides still fighting their way through. Both sides trying to take down all of these individual targets. Those Berserkers are priority targets as well. So is that Farseer. Farseer, however, currently low on mana. There goes in a stomp. Paladin does have enough for another Holy Light to try and save that Mountain King again. The Tauren Chieftain's resurrection still has a 2-minute cooldown. So this is a perfect opportunity to try and shut him down as well. Farseer has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Can he try and force his opponent to use it? That is the question, as that Farseer now down to 89 hit points and now retreating back again. All right, Shadow Wolves constantly putting pressure onto those targets. Blood Mage not getting resurrected, as there is not enough gold. Long distance mining not even possible, as the peasants are now looking to walk back. What is the long-term strategy and play? That is the question now. Selling of a couple of items, Scroll of Regeneration, as in comes the Wolves to try and do in a bit of damage. Clarity Potion getting disrupted as well, as that, shuts down much of the healing. All right, Regeneration once more being used. Wolves trying to find their target here. We see Blood Mage is now being resurrected, and there is still, only 30 seconds of mining left for Chaemiko. Very, very close game on both sides. Militia now trying to, run about. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 6, and this is still anyone's game to be had. A Tauren Chieftain still using Stomp over Shockwave. Doesn't have the ability, or could retrain eventually. We'll see what comes of that. Meanwhile, the remaining gold mines, the last refuge the last refuge to find gold, are not being touched right now, but still being defended by Lin Guagua. Militia scouting out this position here. Blood Mage is out onto the battlefield. Paladin with a Clarity Potion, no Staff of Sanctuaries, as we see the Wolves trying to go after these arcane towers. All right, long distance mining for these peons now, as we are looking at the Troll Bat Riders, trying or keeping track and staying close to the Orc Heroes. Orc Heroes generally win out in a base race if they have gold to retrain to Shockwave, as we see there, and Shockwave and Earthquake. Once Shockwave and Earthquake are on the table, that damage is just so deadly to buildings that it is nearly impossible to try and finish it off. All right, Watchtower quickly going to get bursted down here. Meanwhile, the Wolves constantly putting pressure here and going to be able to shut down this arcane tower and perhaps stop mining from this location. Meanwhile, more long distance mining happening at the 4 o'clock spot through that very long walk. Chain Lightning, Shockwave finishing off multiple peasants there. Arcane Tower trying to finish things off, as the Tauren Chieftain getting close to level 7. Farseer still sitting at level 5, and Shockwave can rack up quite a bit of damage. Mountain King going after the Farseer. Farseer going to be absorbing quite a bit of damage. Siphon Mana coming back across there, as the Mountain King perhaps going to not land a Stormbolt onto the Tauren Chieftain. Doesn't want to do that, as the Tauren Chieftain's resurrection, enough time has elapsed. About to hit that 30-minute mark. Peasants still off over here, scouting everything out. Blood Mage taking a little bit of critical damage here, and then getting back to that hidden position, as the Tauren Chieftain is going to get to... Nope, I don't believe we'll get there. Going to be a little bit shy. Yep, 5 experience shy from level 7. Level 3 Endurance Aura would mean faster movement on that Tauren Chieftain and Farseer, who are already shuffling around the map so very quickly. Lin Guagua, with the faster movement speed, I believe, has the advantage. But the Mountain King at level 6 with level 3 Stormbolt and level 3 Thunderclap cannot be ignored. Peons now heading back the other side here. Are they going to get scouted out? Mountain King might find all of these peons easily and now perhaps try and finish things off here. Troll Bat Riders going after the Town Hall, and that Town Hall will fall as there is, well, siege damage onto all of those buildings. Peons trying, well, now simply just walking back here as the Farseer Tauren Chieftain 1-2 combination going to cause some problems. No Stormbolt onto that Farseer, though, as the Tauren Chieftain takes a little bit of damage as well. Mountain King separated from everything else here as the Troll Bat Riders are looking to, well, trying to suicide themselves onto the Griffin Riders as well. Troll Bat Riders, however, represent more damage and threat to buildings than the Griffins, as the Griffins are still trying to catch up to those targets. Unable to get the attack animation going in time, as the Paladin now trying to catch up to all of these targets once more. Wolves, well, one Griffin standing nearby, not even dealing with the Wolves, as these Griffins are still trying to head back down across here. Paladin looking to finish off some more of these units. That peon down to dead, as the Troll Bat Riders are just simply running laps around the map. Coming back through, Mountain King coming here. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? There, that Thunderclap finding that grunt and then taking a much damage onto all of these peons as well. Chaemiko down to 19 supply. Lin Guagua sitting at 17 supply. Heroes are the majority, as there is still some workers for, well, here comes Earthquake. All right. Earthquake taking down all of the buildings now. Shockwave gonna make some short work out of some more buildings here. Anytime you can line up 2 or 3 buildings with a single Shockwave, that represents a fair amount of damage, as the Blood Mage wants to siphon mana from that Tauren Chieftain, but currently unable to catch up. That Tauren Chieftain's level 3 Endurance Aura, allowing him to be everywhere he wants to be, as all of the Bat Riders have been finished off. All right, what are the remaining units? Army size. There's a Griffin there. A Griffin. Stormbolt onto the Farseer. Farseer really not going to be in danger anywhere. There's some siphon mana into the Mountain King. Mountain King could get in a little bit. There's a lucky bash there. Stormbolt could be ready. There's another Stormbolt, but a beautiful Scroll of Town Portal in time. And that's going to be teleported off to the south side here. All right, more Shadow Wolves making their play back over. One Griffin holding steady over the remaining buildings, as these Shadow Wolves are relatively weak to that Griffin there, as that Griffin damage is quite high. However, these Griffins are pretty much, or these Shadow Wolves pretty much only cost mana, which, only is time-based here, as they are racking up damage again. Meanwhile, Mountain King trying to catch up to that Farseer. Farseer picks up once again and able to get away into the Goblin Zeppelin. Stormbolt into the Tauren Chieftain. No, yes, Stormbolt into the Tauren Chieftain. However, breaking that Siphon mana link first, that was a big deal, as the Mountain King doesn't have enough mana. Well, there's a Shockwave there. Are we going to see a Stormbolt? No, go down. Tauren Chieftain Resurrection, is on cooldown. Important thing to note. Goblin Zeppelin still wandering around here. Wolves trying to find their target. Meanwhile, we are, going into the classic island proposition here on Last Refuge. This is the last refuge for so many Griffin Rider is going to scout this out before this is done. Farseer, does it actually have room? As down, Goblin Zeppelin now trying to retreat away, as meanwhile back off to the north, going to go ahead and continue to fight back and forth again. All right, this Zeppelin represents a problem. Farseer gonna try and Griffin Rider gonna try and shoot down that Goblin Zeppelin, and this one Griffin Rider now needs to patrol all of these island locations to make sure no scout towers are placed there. Otherwise, it will be a win by default, since there is no way to get additional gold back into this game and actually try to clear out those locations. Tauren Chieftain looking to finish off the farms here. Mountain King gonna come back around from the far side. Siphon Mana, Stormbolt, no banish right there. Gonna just try and cause a little bit of problems. Siphon Mana now. Are we gonna see perhaps a Stormbolt? No, Tauren Chieftain just simply runs way too quickly as the Paladin still wandering around nicely. Potion of Healing on the Mountain King. Blood Mage has no additional items. Wolves are continuing to clear out this expansion here. 3 heroes and 1 griffin, 19 supply for Chaemiko. Meanwhile, two heroes coming across for the orc. Those 2 heroes, however, are as we know, those 2 heroes are the orc powerhouse at being able to take down buildings easily as the Tauren Chieftain once again ventures off to the north. Here we are, peons being dropped off again, trying to build a watchtower here. There is enough gold, and well, I don't think those peons are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They should be attacking these trees, harvesting them, and trying to take them down. As we're looking at, wolves just down here. All right, Boots of Speed now purchased by the Mountain King in order to catch up to that fast-moving Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain, very fast movement speed. Mountain King also now just fast movement speed. That goes to show how big of a movement speed increase that Tauren Chieftain is. But the Mountain King should be able to do something as long as he's able to get a Stormbolt off or 2. All right. Griffin going after the Farseer here, and Chaemiko doesn't know that Lin Guagua is setting up additional towers. All right, that Griffin Rider now needs to back away. He needs to be suspicious that there could be peons trying to set up a building somewhere else. He sees that there's the Zeppelin there. He might have an inkling that there is an island or a watchtower trying to be built off to the side as the Goblin Zeppelin is now still trying to get away. This Griffin Rider very low on hit points. There's a Chain Lightning, and the Griffin Rider does need to get away. There's a Dragonhawk Rider, and here we are. Are we going to perhaps see anything here as the, Farseer is in a bit of trouble. Farseer is trying to get away. Mountain King has Boots of Speed. There's another Stormbolt, buys a Scroll of Town Portal, and does that prevent a watchtower from being built? No, it does not. There is still plenty as the Dragonhawk Rider and the Griffin Rider now need to head over here to try and take it down. I don't know if Cloud was ever researched. That is important. If Cloud was researched, that is enough for the Dragonhawk Rider and the Griffin to take down this watchtower as it is, as it won't be firing back. That is going to be important and key right there. All right, trying to get in some damage to stop the healing as the Farseer is now down to 458 hit points. All right, Paladin, Blood Mage sitting off into their base here 38 minutes into this game. Holy light, Siphon Mana needs to be happening. Why isn't it happening? There's that Siphon Mana, but it's not. Oh, it does prevent one Shockwave temporarily. Blood Mage needs to make its way back over if it wants to do anything and to prevent another Shockwave, waiting for that cooldown. And are we going to see the Siphon Mana? Yes, we are. No more mana for no more Shockwaves as the Farseer falls at level 6. All right, Mountain King finishes off the Farseer at level 6. Tauren Chieftain now trying to back away. Watchtower is operational. How much gold is left? As long as there is a Dragonhawk Rider and a Griffin, then there is a chance. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability there. Boots of Speed can be sold. And that may be all you really need. Off to the north side here. Going to go ahead and try and take down that Shadow Wolf. That wolf is gone. And with the Farseer out, no more pressure from those wolves. Tauren Chieftain going off into the corner to try and hide. What is he doing? What is he doing? He's trying to hide in the very, very far corner of the map and let himself just regenerate some hit points. Meanwhile, we see one Dragonhawk Rider scouting out this location, sees that there's no tower there, but that Dragonhawk, that tower is there. There is a watchtower there as well. Are we getting Cloud? No, we are not. I don't see Cloud getting researched anywhere, and that may be the game. I do believe once this tower is scouted out, all they really need to do is get Cloud researched, and then one Dragonhawk Rider and one Griffin will be able to finish it off, getting in a little bit of gold. There is no way to harvest gold, though, so that may be the issue. Dragonhawk Rider now trying to head off to the corner of the map here. Griffin Rider right there. And, last refuge is the Dragonhawk Rider. Going to actually scout out this position. Tauren Chieftain taking a little bit of damage, trying to go after Siphon or Mountain King. Going to be able to come in, get the Storm build off. Going to go ahead and get some damage. Is he going to land a Thunderclap now to slow it up? Well, could try to land a Thunderclap. I believe the Tauren Chieftain is about to get taken down. Stormbolt should be inbound. There's another Stormbolt there. And, well, finishing it off. Tauren Chieftain gets knocked down. He's going to try to get back up. Mountain King has plenty of mana. There's a Stormbolt again. Going to continue to hit. Has quite a bit of mana. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? There's another... Or no, that's a Bash. There's a Shockwave trying to take things down. Stormbolt again onto the Tauren Chieftain. And that is going to be the game. All right. Even with that Watchtower here, it is not going to be enough. And that is going to be the GG. I don't know how that is being revealed, because well, okay, I guess even though these are all grayed out, they're technically neutral buildings, but you can still see them. Anyways, great game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys check out more of my videos. Leave comments below, giving your thoughts. Here is the final scores.